Hey guys, we're going to make a 1-point perspective drawing. First thing that you're going to have to do is to make a horizon line. So I'm going to make a line in the middle of a paper. That's our horizon line. And the next thing, you need to make that one vanishing point somewhere around the middle. And now what I would like you to do is to make a square or rectangle above the horizon line. One on the horizon line. And one below horizon line. Okay. So now that we got our shapes, I am going to make some guidelines that line up from the corners to the vanishing point, and I'm going to make this lightly to help me create three-dimensional forms in 1-point perspective. Okay, so we have now these three simple forms in 1-point perspective, and now we decide like how big we want them. So for this one, I'm gonna decide that I want the bottom line to be, well, let me make it a little bit longer, about down here. So this line just has to be parallel with this line, and then this line is gonna be parallel with this line, but also it has to match up here in the corner. So now my big box is three-dimensional up here. So I'm just darkening this part of the line here, so I don't forget that that's part of my shape. And then over here, we are just gonna give it a side like this. And over here, again, the lines that I'm making have to be parallel with these, and they kind of have to connect in the corner. So, all right, so now I have three shapes that are in 1-point perspective, and I'm going to look at the next step. So for the next step, on slide 6 of my presentation, we want you to make a little box on top of the box that's below the horizon line. So I'm going to do that, and I just set back a little bit, so I'm going to put that little box about here. And this angle needs to line up with that vanishing point. So the angles that go into the distance line up with the vanishing point, and the lines that are, or the sides that are facing us directly, they have a true shape. So this front of a box is going to look like a rectangle, but the sides are going to lead into the vanishing point, and remember it's going to be this like a shallow top to it because that's going into the distance. And I'm going to cut it off right here. Okay, and then here we have our little box on top of our box underneath the horizon line, and now it says to cut holes in blocks. So I'm gonna put a hole in the middle of the front here. Okay, and to make it look like it's a real hole, we need to connect this vanishing point with this corner and make a line. And now it looks like it's an open space here. I don't have to connect this because if I made a line connecting this and this, I couldn't see that line. Same thing here and same thing here, so only this one. And we're supposed to do the same thing with the box on top. So I am going to make a little opening here. And then to make this one look like it's open, we can make it that on that far, but since the end is right here, the inside would probably line up more like this. And I'm just gonna block this out so it's not confusing us instead of erasing it. So you see how it now looks like it has a hole, and I need to find an eraser. Okay, so that step is done. Okay, and next thing what we want us to do is to take the box on the top here and slice off the side. So what they did, they took their ruler, and theirs is mirrored to mine, and they sliced off the side. And if I slice off the side here, then this corner needs to connect to the vanishing point to kind of get this angle. And then I could erase this to get that shape. And then we want to slice the front off of this one, which is on the horizon line. So there's a line like this across, and then it goes into the distance like this. Okay, so about there. Oh, eraser. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but now I'm gonna erase this part so you guys can see what it looks like now that we took that part off. And I'm gonna just outline it one more time. Okay, so we have that. Okay, and now we just want you to add a letter above horizon line and a triangle below horizon line. So I'm gonna add a triangle here. And basically the letter A is very similar to a triangle. So it's going to, I'll do it after. So triangle here. So to make it three-dimensional, again, the sides of the lines that go into the distance have to line up with the vanishing point. And then I'm gonna decide like how deep I want this. And again, that edge needs to be kind of parallel with this edge. So I could just line it up here with my ruler and draw that there. and the letter A at the top. So I'm gonna, where letter A has like a flat top, it's sort of like leaning back weirdly. So I'm gonna do letter A. I'm looking at the inside. It's sort of this line, and then this line kind of is the extension of this line here. So I'm gonna do that in there. And now to make it look 3D, I'm gonna connect the bottom edges with a vanishing point, because it's above horizon line. So if something is above horizon line, that means that it's above your eye level. So if it's above it, you will see the bottom of it. If it's below it, you will see the top of it. And we have to connect some of these other corners. This one is not gonna show up, so I'm not gonna worry about that one. And now I just have to decide like how deep do I want this letter A to be. So these lines are gonna be parallel with these lines, and it's going to kind of help me give me that angle. Again, over here I'm not gonna be able to see this side, so that's it. That is all you have to do for the 1-point perspective assignment that's due on Wednesday. Let me see if this, no, it's very shallow. Okay, it wouldn't show up. So please let me know if you have any questions. You can email me. I would love to hear from you. Thank you. Bye.